Do you want to listen to some epic songs about your favorite anime characters? Then check out our anime rap channel, link in the description. Have you ever encountered an anime where the main character is disgusted due to his lack of power? We have. So we're going to talk about those anime characters who are often humiliated by the fact that they don't possess enough power as the second lead, or at all. Also, the broken, poor souls of the main characters make the whole anime a lot sadder. Hey guys, welcome to the Anime Sensei channel. In this video, we're going to talk about the top 10 school anime where the main character is humiliated by everyone for the lack of his power. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Ikki Kurogane. From Rakudai Kishi no Cavalry, Ikki is the main protagonist of this anime. The whole story revolves around him being an F-rank status that turned him into a failed one in everyone's eyes. Even though Ikki was from a powerful family where most of the time people are overpowered, initially Ikki was rather useless. But who exactly humiliated Ikki? All of the people. You'll be surprised to see the amount of hate he receives in this anime. The female protagonist, Stella, also disgusted him initially, just to find later on that his real powers weren't shown at all. After having enough, he decided to join the Hagen Academy to pursue his dreams. Once again, he was demoted for not having surprising powers. Hence, Ikki had to start from a year back. This is one of the anime where the main character is humiliated to the point where you start to feel bad for him. Kazuma Yagami from Kaze no Stigma. In Kaze no Stigma, the story revolves around the main character, Kazuma. He's a handsome young man with pain skin and red eyes. But what humiliated him at all? In the anime, he was a powerful wind user and considered to be overpowered at some points too. Kazuma belonged to the Kannagi family. Kannagi clan was famous for using the fire powers, which Kazuma never had any talent for. So being a part of the Kannagi family took a heavy toll on him. This made the family disown Kazuma, leaving him in shambles and poor mental health. Though it was in the best interest of Kazuma, as it made him a superpower later on in the series, but being able to not use the fire elements while being a part of a clan who specializes in fire, it's sad. Naofumi Iwatani from Tate no Yusha. Naofumi Iwatani received so much hate throughout this anime. I was surprised to see the hatred of people towards him. For the bit of a background, the anime is an isekai where the main character is transported to another world. In this particular anime, the heroes were summoned from the other worlds. But when we talk about Naofumi, he was considered to be the weakest of them all. But what was the reason? While every other anime character has the powers to destroy, Naofumi was only a defensive hero. Yes, he didn't have any powers related to attacking the opponent. Hence, this was the reason why Naofumi was actively humiliated by other heroes, as well as all the people of that world. But that's not where the story is finished. As he bought Raphtalia, who was a demi-human, and made her a part of his team, people thought that Naofumi tricked Raphtalia into hypnotizing her, and he was just trash with no real powers. Another anime where the main character's story is sad, right? That's why Naofumi was the perfect fit. Mofan from Kwanjay Fashi. This might be a little stretch, but Mofan's story is so humiliating yet funny. Mofan at the start of the anime was very naughty and failed all the school tests on purpose so that he could piss his parents off and teachers. Nevertheless, he was a genius who was just lacking some motivation. Therefore, he was often misinterpreted as a failed student who couldn't do anything. So one day, Mofan decided to put the pen in paper to give an excellent result, but he was transported to another world, which resulted in him failing the exam. But that's where the real story starts. He comes across in a world of absolute magic where everyone possesses great knowledge and power, except him. Things started to get tougher when the resident of that isekai world started to disgust him as a weak and not knowing anything type of person. Such a heartbreaking and ironic story, isn't it? Glenn Radars. From Rokudenashi Majutsushi. While Glenn Radars is a muscular, overpowered guy, he used to be an Imperial Court Mage Corps operative. But when we got to his past, at the age of 11, he was disgusted due to his poor control of mana, and that took a toll on him. All his life, he was considered to be a hindrance in the magic world to the point where he had to work for it. All in all, the past is a little too sad, but Glenn did it all by himself. He mastered the art of magic and found out his overpowered magic card called the Fool. Kiyotaka Aya no Koji from Classroom of the Elite. Kiyotaka's story is super interesting. The story revolves around him being a Class D student due to his poor academic results. He scored 50% in every exam he took. But even as a child, Kiyotaka maintained his stoic emotions, where he would suppress his emotions in the hard times. Due to his poor grades, he initially failed to make any friends. He was considered not only a failure, but a naive person with weird ideas. So he decided to go all the way up to Class A and joined Suzune's club, who invited him herself. But things started getting more complex, as only misery awaited Kiyotaka. However, he still didn't lose hope and started to work up. Shiba Tatsuya from Mahuka Koku no Retuse. Shiba Tatsuya is one of the most handsome characters in the series. He joined the National Magic University with his sister and was placed in the Course 2 curricula. But things get tougher when he was transported into the engineering course. Why do you ask? It was because Tatsuya was a test experiment for magic. He lost most of his control over the powers, leaving him in shambles. His sister was considered to be a gorgeous young lady with great magical abilities. But Tatsuya was always disgusted due to the lack of power. Moreover, as he was disgusted most of the time, he lost faith in his powers that lead him to depression. His world only revolved around his sister, and he tends to be overprotective as well. Deku from Boku no Hero Academia. Boku no Hero Academia has one of the saddest stories when it comes to the main character. Deku is the main character who is enthusiastic to become the next big hero, following All Might's, the biggest hero's, footsteps. Since his childhood, Deku has been admiring heroes and has always wanted to become one. But things got very sad when he discovered that he has no quirk. A quirk is a superpower in the series that estimated how strong or weak a person is. But Deku had no quirk, which led to depression and anxiety. Even so, he didn't lose hope. He did the best he could, but would ultimately be humiliated by all of the teachers, students, and people that saw him trying hard. Man, Deku saw such tough times in his lifetime. Raishin Akabane from Machine Dolls wa Kizutsukanai. Like much other anime characters, Raishin lived under the shadow of his brother. He belonged to a family of puppeteers who were experts from Japan. But despite being from a family who was experts, Raishin had little to no talent in puppet mastery. That's why he was not only disgusted by the family, but also people outside who knew the reality. One day when he went on a trip, he came back to see that his household was destroyed. Everyone was killed. That's where things get exciting. He found his powers and worked secret in the Japanese army. Asta from Black Clover. Finally, at number 1, we have Asta from Black Clover. In a world full of magic, there's this one guy with no magic at all. How will it go? As expected, Asta was humiliated all of his life due to the inability to use magic at all. In the beginning, Asta tried his best to find powers, but he couldn't at all. Hence, when he tried to give the magic exam, he received a 5-leaf book, but still no magic. At that point, Asta almost gave up due to the lack of his talent. But wait, he got into the Magic Academy somehow just to know that only misery awaits. In the Magic Kingdom, Asta received hate from multiple people and was considered to be useless when it comes to saving the world. Black Clover was our top choice in the humiliation anime because it was so extreme. That's the end of the video and our top 10s of the day. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you had fun watching this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to press the bell icon so that you won't miss our future videos. Until next time, peace, stay safe, and watch anime.